Hey, what's up, friends? Before we get too deep into this review, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Big shout out to everyone out there who continues to watch and support this channel. Allows me to get sponsors, allows me to get toys, and I'm a big toy enthusiast. And so, for allowing me to do this, I just want to say thank you so very much, okay? And so, yeah, this is brought to you by Shozy Store, shozystore.com. They support me, I support you, and it's a wonderful circle of life. And we're going to be reviewing this dude today, and that's Tornado, Magic Square's helicopter, Vortex, and this is the cartoon version. You got some cool like Airwolf vibes going on in the back over here. And then we have the little text back, and this is typical of the Magic Square box. Has some G1 reminiscent vibes about it with the grid patterns and the colors and stuff like that. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on this dude today. I have done a review of this guy in the past, and it was the toy color, and this is the toon color, I believe. Yeah, I think I said that already. And by the way, nice gold trim over here on the box. I like that a lot. I'm not sure why I didn't notice that before, and that's great. He's missing his instructions. I set it off to the side somewhere, and we're gonna need him. We're gonna need it when we're transforming him. But he comes with a nice little card, very stiff plastic. And dude, get a load of this, dude. You can see the Bruticus bits on the inside, and the combined form is such an amazing piece. And you know what? This actually looks a little bit lighter than the toy version. Yeah. It's very nice, and the way it connects with Onslaught and everything with the rest of the bots, it's just a great piece. Yeah. And then he also comes with the fist, of course, when he turns into the arm mode. And yeah, I can't believe that they're going to be doing these guys in masterpiece scale, right? That's crazy balls. I mean, they've only announced Brawl right now, but everyone else is going to come. And I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited to get my hands on them. And this guy, when I originally reviewed him, the what is it, the toy version, I had a lot of problems with him, honestly, and I didn't like him. I was cursing under my breath, and I just felt that it was over-engineered. I'm going to say I take all of that back. I really do. Having gone through this now several times, I've actually developed a deep appreciation for what they're able to do. I do think it's a little cumbersome at this particular scale, just because my hands are fat, and it doesn't do me any favors when I'm manipulating small objects. And so I'm extra excited to see him in a larger masterpiece scale, and can't wait for that to come up. But man, dude, just look at how everything kind of crunches and scrunches in there, right? It's nuts. You can see the front of the helicopter over here, and just the way everything comes out and comes together is really just a piece of art, a work of art. And again, I'm really sorry for kind of cursing them before and kind of saying all those negative things. I take all of those back. And yeah, so we're going to do a little deep dive on this guy today, go through some of the articulation and stuff like that. I mean, we could do it now. I love how this freely spins, by the way. It's really nice, and I love how the propellers will extend in bot mode as well. And what I found that what's interesting is going forward, and like, what, let me just move this to the side because it's messing up the focus, or I'll just actually force the focus over here. There we go. The front kicks on a lot of the Magic Square figures are done well, and this one, it doesn't even have a hip skirt. It actually has this inner thing going on, and so which allows his leg to come up really far, and so he can do the Hi-Ya. He can do the Van Damme as well, but the back, the donkey kick, that's really where they seem to have issues, and Magic Square doesn't seem to really care about giving them donkey kicks. The Dinobots don't have it either, but yeah. And in terms of like knee bend, it goes pretty deep, and so that's nice. I mean, he's not really doing a Shawn Michaels kick anyway, and then you can kind of fake it by doing that. What was that called? What was Shawn Michaels' kick called? I forget. I'm pretty sure it had a name, right? Yeah. I'm thinking of Sharp. Oh, hey. What happened to one of the tires? Hey. All right, I'll have to figure that out later. But okay, it's missing. It must be somewhere. Yeah, the arms, they don't have a butterfly or anything, but they got 360 on the ball joint, and there's bicep swivel as well, and he has a double elbow, so it gets pretty deep. That's really nice. Wrist rotation and all of the goodness. I don't focus too much on the articulation because I mentioned in other videos, at this point in time, at this stage, at the age of the game and where we are, everybody kind of knows that that's standard, and if you don't, you're going to get harped on. And so people make sure to kind of include all of that. And with the modern day technology that we have, I think it's very, very possible to include all of these things, toe tilt, all of that stuff. So it's a really, really good time to be a toy enthusiast, you know what I mean? And so, yeah. So let's go through the transformation, and I'll talk about some of the areas that I didn't like at first and how I learned to really appreciate and love this guy. And another great thing about this, by the way, is that there's full incorporation of the accessories. These will be used, and what's crazy is this will actually come off. And then the way it plugs into the nose cone and the way that this bit even hides in the heli mode is pretty clever. Yeah. So anyway, let me clean this stuff up, and then we'll start going through the transformation, okay? All right, let's go through the transformation. I have the instructions over here in the background to help us as a guide in case I get lost, but let's go, my friends. And so we're gonna start by removing the accessories, and yeah, this little bit's gonna come out. I'm gonna keep them to the side because they're going to be incorporated when we turn him into his full heli mode. Let me adjust the focus. There we go. There we go. And then we'll also pop these off as well. What's really neat is there's two locking points, one over here and one over there. And so, yeah, and then you can see the tabs apparent on this. And so that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. So I'm going to just remove these. And you know, this vinyl plastic that they're made of, it's a lot more durable than one would think. And so, not that I'm saying manhandle it and stuff, but in certain areas where you may need to like flex and stuff like that, you can feel comfortable in that it can withstand all of that. Yeah. So from here, it says we rotate the head. And he kind of has this weird like blockhead robot thing going on over here. Okay. Then it says turn these so that they're pointing down. And then we will be hiding the fists, and these little tabs on the shoulders will lock into this forearm piece. There we go. See, that's like locked in one piece. That's very nice. I love, love, love tabbing locking mechanism. You know what? Maybe I have to do that afterward. Maybe I need clearance here or something. But this is going to open up. And then we need to get this bit out. Hey, I got it. And then we're going to fold up the fist. And then we're going to get that in there. And it's going to close all up. But I'm having a little bit of clearance issue. Maybe the fist is not. What am I doing wrong? Like the fist is not fully closing up. I'm like, do I need to turn the fist around? Oh, looks like I did. Huh. I didn't think that that was necessary, but apparently it is. Let me get that little black bit out. Twist the fist around, get it in there. I mean, because the spacing looks equidistant on the inside, but whatever, dude. Whatever works, right? And so we're going to do that. And then this just looks so funny. And then we're going to bend this up. And that's what it's going to look like. Cool, right? Did I say that I love tabs and slots? And I love things that just secure stuff that prevents it from like flippity flopping around. That's what I hate most when I'm transforming stuff. Things that can't bear its own weight. And it's like, not knowing what to do. I dislike that immensely. Then we have these like this. And I believe it's saying bring that up. So it looks like that. No. We're doing that. Yup. And I believe this will it says bring the head forward, but yeah, I was gonna say this whole bit is actually connected. And so give me 1 second while I adjust this. I can't get it to adjust in the way that I want, but that's fine. We'll just kind of put that there, and hopefully it'll be fine. Okay, so we open this all up, and then this bit, once this comes unlocked, you can see this is the tail of the helicopter in there. That is wild, man. And it kind of reminds me of the Unique Toys mud flap, actually, the way the guts are all like in here. And it's pretty cool, dude. This is probably my favorite part of this particular toy, in that you bring this out, and everything just kind of unfolds. And it seems like it's not going to work, but when you look at it, yes, it is a little tabalicious, but I don't know, man. I think it does its job. And then you bring this in, and that secures up there. This bit you bring out like that, and that's all cool. That's all sorts of cool. And I think this bit has to fold in. Yeah, right? That's going to be the side. Then we'll do the same for the other side. Fold that bit in. Just kind of extendo everything out. Yeah, get that to tab in. Bring that down, and then this will go sideways. Straighten this bit out. And yeah, that'll do that. And then you can bring this up, and then you can open these up. Perpendicular. Cool, right? And from here, and I might be getting ahead of myself. I might be doing things out of order. But the blaster, this will sit in, I think it sits in like there. There's a little tab, and that's going to sit in like that. And you're going to be able to close this all up later. Right, but yeah, like I said, I might be getting ahead of myself right now. But yeah, there's tabs and slots on the corresponding side, so everything's just a really nice, secure fit. It'll hug the sides, it'll tab in, and yeah, and then we're not going to do anything with this part, like yet. Not yet, at least. I think you can close this up right now. And if I find that I'm in error, I will address it later. And so, sorry, you know what? My bad for keeping this off camera. This bit, I'm pretty sure, sits up here. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be doing this out of order. That's okay. And then these parts are going to flip down. These bits are going to flip down, and they're going to hide that little head and that little cavity, that space right there. And then, you know what, maybe I'll bring this up later, because I get the feeling that this has to cinch. This has to sit like this, or maybe it's up here. All right, whatever, dude. Just going to keep them together like that. Just keep this out of the way. Okay. Legs are pretty interesting. I love how they have these little like locking mechanisms. By the way, I hope this was all on camera because I haven't been looking at the little viewfinder thing. And we gotta, I believe this is the bit that's keeping everything like locked together. And let me grab a spudger 1 second. Alrighty. There we go. Had to get that bit out. And once you do that, everything will start to dude, my voice sounds kind of raspy right now, doesn't it? Yeah. This is a really interesting bit over here. You see how that's locked into the side? Once you undo it, there's like a spinning. This thing will spin, but it needs to come back later. And yeah, there's all sorts of these tiny little mechanisms in here, and dude, it's pretty wild, man. Okay, sorry, I thought it was a piece of flash. And this eventually, this little tab that you see right there is going to secure in like that. And so there's a lot of pieces that will just kind of, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this by memory, but whatever, dude, I'm just going to try. These bits will fold up, and they will kind of sit in there, and that'll be the bottom of the heli. This thing will spin a Rooney. Bob Rooney. And oh yeah. But you can see it coming together right now, right? You can see it coming together. And this bit ultimately will come up connecting to that, but maybe this just needs to be hidden right now. Yeah, I think it just needs to be hidden like that. And then this flap will come down to secure it. And that'll just stay over there. Then this will come down over here. This will go up. And I'm not sure if I have to do this at the end, but let me just do it right now anyway. And then the nose will come down. Oh, got to manipulate the feet to fit in to that cavity like so. I want to say it's just going to be like that. Or does this entire bit actually go in here? And if that's the case, do I need to spin this around? Yeah, it might be. It might be nuts, dude. Look at that. Look how like space perfect that is. And that feels good. And I think we're kind of done with one side. And now let me try this other side. So again, that locking mechanism we get out, then we can move it out of the way, plug it in there. Then we just start undoing the bit. Oh, hold on for a second. Dude, this second tire popped off as well, dude. These are really, they're not great, dude. That's and I don't recall that on these popping off when I reviewed the tune version. And so something to be mindful of. Something to be mindful of. I know I have the other tire somewhere. I just need to go find it later, but yeah, not great, not great. And these are going to tab in together like this. Sorry, I know I keep moving this off camera. So let me try to do that. Then we're going to spin. Make sure that bit is, yeah, like that. This will come down. This needs to spin, but I'm not sure which direction it has to go. There we go. There we go, Johnny. And then we just spin the toe around. I mean, again, I can really just appreciate this engineering like way more now. I don't know why at the time when I was first reviewing this, why it gave me such a headache and why I was so like rage quitting and stuff. Most likely I probably had other things going on in my life that were contributing to my stress and frustration and whatever, dude. But right now, I don't know. I feel pretty lucid. And yeah, there's a gap. And I don't think that gap is supposed to be there. So I probably didn't compress this enough. Oh, easy peasy, as simple as that. I just needed to rock it back. Oh, and then see, there's like a little locking mechanism, and that's your little reward for doing the right thing. Maybe that's what it is. I'm getting little dopamine rushes of like when the tab lines up with the slot, I'm like, yeah. And then these bits will just kind of like fit on top if I've done it right. This will go back here. So I appear to have done something incorrectly because this looks like it's supposed to sit in here. You know what I mean? Like you can see where it's supposed to clamp down and sit down, but I have done something incorrectly. I was getting so excited. I was like, oh, I kind of did it by memory. Ooh. Let me. Okay. Well, I mean, for the most part, yeah. I just needed to kind of have it sit down a little bit more. Then you can just bring everything down, clasp everything in. There you go, Joe. There you go, Joe. Bring down the little wings. Then flip out the propellers. When I got the toy, it came without the rotor attached. So you just pop it in there, but it's a nice secure fit. I am going to find the tires later on and put them back on because that was annoying that they were just popping off. The propellers kind of hang down a little bit, and while at first it was a bit of an eyesore, it looked a little weird to me. I think helicopters naturally, they have like there's like a bend, there's like a curvature to the propellers, right? The rotors or whatever these are called. And yeah, it spins extremely well. So that's cool, dude. Isn't this a nice piece minus the missing tires? Oh, and on the bottom you can flip this out, and this will kind of be like the rear tire that supports it in the back. And so that's cool, man. That's cool. Just a really, really nice piece. Just a really nice piece that comes together very nice. And I keep saying nice, but it comes together extremely well. Oh, the accessories. I believe... Let me see where these plug in. Oh, okay. They're actually way far back. Okay. They go right there. They go right there. And then this bit, I forgot to add it, but once you open up the nose, this thing has a tab on one side. You see it, right? That little tab goes in very... Okay. That tab fits in very specifically over here, and then it closes up. And there you go, Joe. Beautiful. What a beautiful piece, isn't it? And I feel like the transformation wasn't that cumbersome after I kind of figured out and wrapped my head around, like, okay, this is supposed to go there, and that's supposed to go there, and this and that, and such and such. And this is our final piece. Not our final piece. We're still waiting for blast off. But as far as Vortex goes, it's nice. It's very, very nice. And if you missed out on the opportunity to pick up one of these guys, whether it was, because I think there's 2 other versions that came before this, but in the event that you missed out on this is your chance to get it now. Don't miss out, especially if you're into Legend Scale. If you want to wait for the Masterpiece versions, by all means, do that as well. If you want to pick up both, sure, you can do that too. But TF... Sorry, I have so many sponsors. ShowZstore.com. ShowZstore.com. It's because the first one I got from TF Safari. But yeah, ShowZstore.com is where you can pick yours up. And if you do so, tell them that Botbender sent you. Actually, no, there's no real way to do that. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the toy. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed your time here. I've enjoyed sharing this with y'all, okay? Thanks so much and have a wonderful day, okay? Zip, zip. Oh, wait. Hold up. Zip, 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 zip.